I told you the other day, I was selling PCP out Valley Green, you know what I'm saying? At the age of 14, 15, out of junior high school, you know what I'm saying? Fucking with my man, I told you what we used to do, you know what I'm saying? I'm out there selling PCP. I heard about crack cocaine, but
I put people on, understand? The streets was happy. Everybody could eat.
They used to have this shit called City Under Siege. The dude John Walsh, that's the dude America Most Wanted, you know what I'm saying? He used to have a joint called City Under Siege, where they used to have like a helicopter and cameras and shit going around in the hoods. You know what I'm saying?
Like a documentary.
Yeah, but it wasn't really documented. These motherfuckers is like, they would follow the police coming in the hoods, doing raids and, you know, all that type shit. And come around when somebody gets smashed and, you know, all that shit. Like
back then, though.
Yeah, that was back then. Like, you had to know how to survive, man. And if you had a blabber mouth, as far as like talking a lot of shit and you don't know what the fuck you talking about, and talking about shit that you see and you ain't got nothing to do with it, that was another reason for you to get dismissed.
So, you know, we doing a lot of this stuff for the youngest. That's first.
Yeah,
and
that's who gonna see it, though.
Right, and I want to point out, man, like, you know, how we was talking as far as the line was drawn back in the day. It wasn't no like, you get away with this, and because it pushes the bullshit even further. You get what I'm saying? Back then, like you just said, you get out of line or you don't know what you're talking about, you getting checked off the rip.
Off the rip.
Somebody else see that, they gonna follow suit and say,
I had a lot of niggas that come around running their mouth around the wrong people.
Right.
You running your mouth thinking you know what you're talking about, or you think the person you talking to is
slow just because they ain't saying nothing.
Not only that, but think they with you, but the whole time the nigga you talking about, they might know this nigga. They real close friends with this nigga, or really fuck with this nigga.
Game.
You know what I'm saying?
Game.
You a half nigga. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? The nigga you talking to is a whole nigga.
A made man.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah. Then you know you running your mouth, the next thing you know, the nigga you talking about get word, you rapping about him, or you done did this and did that. Now, like, you got yourself in some shit now. You got a big old hole you gotta climb out of it now. You know what I'm saying? Running your fucking chops.
Shit, while we rapping, man, I want to know, cause you seem laid back. How was your first day when you got locked up? Like, what was going through your mind and your heart? Like, honestly, though, you know?
My first day when I got locked up was some juvenile shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, it wasn't really no, you know,
shock.
Yeah, I wasn't worried about nothing or nothing like that, because I knew the shit that I was doing, I was going to have to answer to it one day. You know what I'm saying? So, none of that shit is surprising to me, because it's shit that I was doing and I was into. You know what I'm saying? When you in that shit, there's consequences to that shit. So, you gotta prepare yourself for the consequences. You know what I'm saying? So, you know.
So when you end up going to the big joint though, how was it? That had to have been a whole lot different, because you was
It was alright, but I wasn't there. I wasn't down there too long.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I wasn't down there too long. I was down there for, you know, I say about some months. You know what I'm saying? I don't even have no felonies, bro. I never really spent, like, I never been in no pens or none of that shit. I was down that joint for a minute. You know what I'm saying? That was it, on some little drug shit, you know? But, like I said, you had niggas down that joint on bodies, you know what I'm saying? All that shit was going on out here, like, you know, all that type shit.
What would you say the difference is now in D.C. from back then?
The youngest. The youngest make the streets fucked up the way it is now. You know what I'm saying? Back then it was, you had niggas that they was older, but they was stupid too. You know what I'm saying? Just like Slim used to say, fuck is y'all doing? Y'all bringing heat to this shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, Everybody wanted a name for themselves. You know, back then they had lieutenants, all that shit. You know what I'm saying? Niggas want to move up in rank. You know what I'm saying? If you was a lieutenant, you want to move up to a sergeant. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah.
You was conscious of what you was doing.
Yeah. You had to be back in our days. You know what I'm saying? You had to be. If we wasn't reckless. Like how these niggas is reckless now.
So let me ask you this, because you seen the beginning of the, the crack era.
Mm-hmm.
How, like,
Look, like I told you the other day, I was selling PCP out Valley Green. You know what I'm saying? At the age of 14, 15, out of junior high school. You know what I'm saying? Fucking with my man, I told you what we used to do. You know what I'm saying? I'm out there selling PCP. I heard about crack cocaine, but I never knew how this shit looked. My man said, man, look what app and them got, man. You know what I'm saying? He showed me this shit. He was like, man, they got coke crack. I'm like, he showed me this shit. I'm like, this how that shit look. You know what I'm saying? Once he showed me and I seen how this shit look, shit jumped. It went from there. Niggas started pushing coke. You know what I'm saying? I was fucking with the water at first, pushing water. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Then I
got that's what you knew.
Yeah. Then I got my whatever's the first things that I knew how to hustle.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I ain't know nothing about no crack.
Right.
I heard about this shit, but I ain't never know nothing about it till I got my hands on fish scale. I ain't never knew about no fish scale till I got my hands on great shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
There's crystals in this shit. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Make a motherfucker crackhead happy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I ain't never knew nothing about none of that shit, bro. Like, once I got into that game, I figured it out real fast.
How did it change the city when that hit from the PCP to the crack?
Oh man, motherfuckers was killing motherfuckers like shit. That crack epidemic. Yeah, when Ronald Reagan, that Ronald Reagan shit, yeah, when
Reaganomics.
All the time he was talking about he trying to stop, he trying to push all the coke out of Washington D.C. and that shit was steady coming in. He was steady pushing it in. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
And you seeing this shit firsthand.
Yeah. How the fuck this man gonna get 100-something joints, bro? in the city every week.
That's what I said.
You know what I'm saying?
That's what I was saying.
Every week.
If you know anything about some work, that's a lot of work, man.
Like, you gotta stop and think. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
that's a lot of
ain't
work.
No way. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no way.
And he black.
Yeah, like, ain't no way. Yeah. It was a lot of dirty dozens back then, bro. A lot of dirty dozens.
So let me ask you this. So as far as the police back then, how was it in the city? Won't they? Because
we had jump outs.
Right.
They would jump out on us.
I put people on, understand? Streets was happy. Everybody could eat.